Hello and welcome to the Barrow. I am the Barrow White, and tonight we will be recording another episode of Lord of Dwarves. This will be part 3 of campaign number 3, which of course is the tutorial campaign. And I will go ahead and continue it, and we'll get moving right along. So, at the end of the last episode, we had a couple of carpentry workshops, had an assembly workshop, built a wood armory workshop, some fields, and of course, I built a pantry down in the basement that I was still working on. And I was just one cupboard away from finishing the story objective. So let's go ahead and let that go. But it says I'm running low on drink. Why would that be? It says 41 drink. I have a guy here pulling drink out of the ground, and I have it set to do 50. Maybe I better build another pump just to make sure I have enough water, especially if I'm going to be watering crops. So to do another pump, I believe the pump was built here. Make sure I have the menu visible. There it is. And the pump was built down here under one of the workshops. It's a manual pump. I'm going to put that. Oh, I had a second pump. So let's go ahead and just change this to 100. 100, and we will maintain that, and I'll delete this. And set this one to 100, maintain, and I'll delete that 50. So now they ought to be making more water, hopefully. So let's wait until this next cupboard is built, and we should be good to go. Well, you know what? He needs more logs. So let's go ahead and pause it for a moment and decide where I want to pull these logs down from. Trees are getting further away, but we can cut the ones down here in this valley. So fell trees, and we'll just chop all these trees down. I think we really need to consider growing trees though, because my trees are getting further and further away. So let's go ahead and set down an area here, and we'll go 5 by 5, and we will grow. We have lots of seeds. We have lots of yew tree seeds, and we'll do a 5 by 5, and we will do. Let me see, we'll do plenty of pine trees, and we'll do another one 5 by 5 just in case we get enough of the other seeds. So it doesn't look like we have that many of them right now. 5 by 5, and that is for oak trees. So what am I storing here? This is food and drink, and I took all the food and drink downstairs. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change this to agriculture, and just make this another agriculture area. So they should move all this straw over here and start growing some trees here. All right, so let's just kind of let that happen. I'll speed it up a little bit. All right, we got some logs. So this guy was working on building me a cupboard, but he decided to take a nap. Looks like he didn't have all the parts anyhow. I do have some more beds here, so let's see about where we want to put these beds. It doesn't look like I've built that bedroom yet. I was thinking I had. Where do I have him sleeping out in the field somewhere? Doesn't look like it. So how many beds do I have this making? Looks like I had it making, well, there's 4 of them already, and I have 3 more, so several more. Tell you what, these guys can sleep down in the basement, so let's make a bedroom. Where do they come downstairs? Here's the stairs coming down to the basement. Right here they are, so let's go ahead and carve a bedroom over here. And all I'm going to do is just carve out a thing right there to put 10 beds in. Unpause it and see if we can get them down here to get busy doing that. All right, so there's that. And we will go ahead and put the beds in. All right, that's where I'm going to put those. Let's go ahead back up here. And where do I want to put this dirt? This dirt's kind of in the way for the moment. I don't know what it's good for, so I'm going to go ahead and just make a storage area for dirt so they could haul up out of there and get that out of my way. Oh, that made a crop. That isn't what I was trying to do. I want it to be a storage area. So here, storage area. Go to stone and earth and choose dirt pile. Come on. There we go. So now they ought to start putting dirt in from here and from down in the bedroom over to this area here. Cool. It says it needs coal and needs rope. What do I need rope for? I don't know, but I'm able to make rope right in here. So let's go to rope. I'm not sure what needs rope, maybe the spears, but let's go ahead and we're gonna make 5 of them. All right, so I have that 54th cupboard. So let's see what our next objective is. The soldiers are almost here, but it seems they have no arms or armor and no experience. They'll need training and equipment before they can clear out those goblins. Craft 2 wood armory workshop. So I already have 1. I crafted that earlier. So let's go ahead and make another. We'll harvest this right here to get it out of the way. This grain. All right. I'm going to slow this down just a little bit, down to 2 speed. Let's build another wood armory workshop. Looks like we need 2 tables. We need a log rack. Let's build the next one in this. We need a weapon rack and an armor rack. And of course, lastly, we need a saw. All right, so that ought to get them busy for a little bit. Let's go ahead and choose to chop down a few more trees though, because we know we're going to need them. It might be a while until the trees that I'm planting are ready. And just because I know this is part of a long-term objective, let's cut down a couple of these trees here. There we go. Let's see who this new dwarf is. He is a farmer, and that's okay because I just built those 3 new tree farms, so it's not a problem to have another farmer. And if I click here, I can see him coming in. There he is. And he immediately gets to work chopping down whatever that stuff is. What is that stuff? Scrub brush. Let's see if they've made those beds yet. All right, and look at that. We already have one guy. Who is this? Pluto. He's down there sleeping already. Good. I'd rather them go downstairs to sleep than just fall asleep in a field. Got these guys practicing. That's great. Now, one thing I think I set a hunter in my last one. Let me see if I did create a hunter. I did. I have a hunter out there. I don't really have an area set aside for like taking care of animals. So this is where I'm going to do that. I know it's something we'll have to do eventually. So we'll get rid of those grains and bushes. And I will put down a small storage area. Right about here. Let's go right here. And we will put down animal carcasses. So I don't know if we've killed anything yet or not. If I check my animals, I do have it set to kill 1 deer a day and 2 bunnies a day. Need coal. All right, well, if I need coal, that means I probably need to go down deeper into the ground. There we go. This is my what do you call it? My stone quarry. Let's go a little bit deeper because I know eventually I'm going to want to get down to 0 or under 0, and this is level 2. Well, I guess I'm pretty close already. Yeah, let's just go down a couple layers, and then we can also start finding tin. So here we go. Use the X key to turn this. I'm going to go down. 2 will put us to 0. That'll put us, 4 will put us to -2. So we'll just wait until they dig a little bit deeper, and then we'll go down there, and hopefully we'll find some more coal. We will. I'll speed this up. Nope, here they come. I don't need to speed it up too fast. Want to be able to see what's going on, right? So that's 2 down. That's 3 down. And this is 4 down. So now I'm going to dig out a room that is, what is that, 6 by 6. And then we'll start doing some exploratory digging to see if we can find some coal and to see if we can find some tin, because we are at -2. Now we're bound to run into spiders down here. So if we do, let's not get too freaked out or too scared. It's just going to happen. Let's go ahead and put down a torch while we're here. We're going to be limited on torches until we find coal. So this is going to be also a smeltery area where we're going to smelt tin. So I'm going to make this a little bit bigger, so I have lots of room for my my smeltery area. And then we'll start doing some exploratory mining, some strip mining. Let's go back up here and extend our storage area for stone. So they'll pile it up in 4 stones instead of 1 in a square. And we'll do it just like that. And we'll say stone, and we'll say raw stone. And we'll let our haulers or whoever stack it up in better piles than we currently have it. Oddly, at layer -2, I haven't found any coal or any tin. But let's do some exploratory tunneling. So I'm just going to go back, let's say 8. And I'm going to go every 3rd one. Oh, I don't need this. Let's click that cancel button. There we go. See if they find anything down those tunnels. Come on, guys. Find something useful. Well, they didn't. Okay. Usually you find all kinds of tin and coal at this level, but not yet, huh? Maybe I have to go deeper. Let's dig 8 this way. And 8 is just an arbitrary number that I'm picking that seems good. Let's go upstairs and see what's happening. They still want some coal, it looks like. Yeah, they need log, they need log, they need log. Got to chop down some more trees. So sometimes it takes patience. You only have so many dwarves, and they can only do so much at a time. And my source of trees is getting low. Oh, here's a big forest. So we got plenty of trees, but it's just going to be some serious hauling time. What is that? Wool bandages. I guess those came with the original stuff, and they don't seem to be going bad there, so I'm going to leave them there for the moment. But we might consider putting them down in the basement as well. I wonder if you can make cabinets for that. No, food and drink. So that's what you would use bins for. All right, so we'll go ahead and dig out another room here. And I think we probably need to go up here and build some bins, and that's where I'll store stuff. And I'll make 10 bins. So we're still waiting for coal, so let's go back down to the basement and see how they're doing down there. Haven't found any yet. What the heck? Another dwarf joined us though. We'll see what he's doing in a minute. So now I'm just going to do some more exploratory tunnels to see what I find. Getting pretty dark down here, and without coal I can't make more torches. And plenty of stone. If they find any coal, they should put it up here in this original rock area. But I don't see any. Right here's the original rock area. Oh, there was some coal. I saw some. And that... Alright, here's something interesting. At level -4... No. Come on now. My guys are all down in level -2. But if you go up just one level, you can see that in the ceiling of that level, there's actually some coal. So you can also see kind of a form of where the tunnel below is. So if I dig here, you know there's already a tunnel there. But I'm going to go ahead and do that because I want this coal. And I'm just going to do it in the pockets where there is coal, because I really don't need to be digging out the whole area. There's an emerald. There's an emerald, and there's an emerald. I don't even know what emeralds are good for yet. So there's some more coal in the ceiling again. So I'm just going to kind of dig this out, and they should be popping it out of the ceiling of the lower level. And as they find some, they always find a little bit more. Very good. And so now I found at least enough coal to get us going for a while. And they might even bring some up here and stack it. So, still building a wooden armory. It needs an armor rack. And this is the next thing that's going to be built in this carpentry workshop. So there he goes. Somebody's getting ready to build it. Let's tell this place not to put in raw stone, orc stone, or dirt. Another dwarf has joined us. Good. Who is this? This is Morgan. And he is a farmer. I don't know that we need another farmer, but we'll just, it seems like everybody's pretty busy. They're hauling. We'll just let them be whatever it says. All right. Do I have my second wood armory? We do. So we'll go back to clicking the dwarf icon and go to the next objective. It says, now use the wood armory workshop to craft 10 straw dummies. Use those straw dummies to build 10 straw dummy training areas. And I've already got 4 that I built. So let's go to it. To build 10 of these, I've already got 4 of them here. So wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. So we're going to build 10. That seems like a lot, but we're going to do that. Straw dummy training area. All right, there's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And it says you need to make some straw dummies, and they're made in the wood armory workshops. So I need 6 more. So I'll make 3 in each one. Straw dummy. 1, 2, 3. Straw dummies. You know, yeah, there we go. 1, 2, 3. And then other than that, that's all it needs, that and logs. So we'll have plenty of logs. Ooh, look, they planted trees, which is great. We're going to need more trees, though. That's what stinks. And these cursed trees aren't giving us logs. They're useless because they're cursed. Just got to be careful to get too close to these guys. But I think we'd be safe coming out here and doing some deforestation right here. Let's see if any of our dwarves are idle or not really doing what I tell them to do. Nope, everybody's busy. Need a pallet bed. Looks like my hunter isn't doing squat. Well, she'd go kill somebody because I'm going to need bows eventually. There's some coal, and that's good to have. Because that means it'll keep making torches. And speaking of torches, let's go down to the basement and maybe light up some of the areas I've been working in so that we don't have a whole lot of monsters show up. I'm just going to put some torches in the corners. I'll get back up to the top and work on those straw dummies again. Well, maybe this is my thing. I told one guy to be a hunter, and that was, let me see, who was it? It's Traban. Traban is a hunter, but if I go into my military and look at my uniforms, what is he carrying? Let me see here, civilians. I'm going to go new work group, and I'm going to call it hunters. Hunters. All right, and I'm going to put Traban in it, and we're going to tell him to wear a uniform. And which uniform carries javelins? Right here. We're going to call it's skirmishers. Okay. Oh, I accidentally closed that. So we're going to tell him that hunters to wear the skirmisher outfit. Excuse me, the skirmisher outfit. So let's go find him. Traban. Oh, I've lost him. Where are you, Traban? There you are. Here he is. He's over here hauling some water. Let's slow it down. And what we should see him do now is when he's done hauling this water, I'm hoping he'll go over and he'll grab a javelin and start hunting. Because he is a hunter. He's going to take that down to the basement. Well, where'd he go? Is this Traban? Where'd you go, Traban? I lost you. He's still in the basement. He delivered that water. He went upstairs. Where's he going? Look at that. He grabbed a javelin. Nice job, Traban. So that was a step I forgot to do. So now if I click him, he's still hauling, but I think that if he sees a deer, he should hunt, because I definitely got it set to hunt deer and bunnies. Now I don't know what the proximity is, so I don't know that he'll go looking for them, but if anything comes close, he should kill it. Speed this up, see if we can get these dummies made. These straw dummies in these straw dummy training areas. Now, right now, I have a population maximum of 29, but I don't have 28. But I can train somebody to be a soldier And I'm going to do that. So I'm going to go combat. Nope. Military. Soldiers. Promote civilian to soldier. And I'm going to see who has the best combat rating. I'm going to go ahead and see who my soldiers already are. Full Chisel is a cook. I have a lot of laborers and a lot of farmers. So I'm going to take Stoutheart the farmer and promote him with a +9 to melee. Melee. And I'm going to create a squad. And it taught us that. And we're just going to call that the guards. And we will put them all here. So I had a bunch of warriors, but they were in the right uniform, I believe. But now I've got them in a unit. And those are some things we learned in the previous campaigns. Just because I know it's a long-term project, I'm going to chop down a few of these trees. We have a little bit of wood stored, just a little bit. So I don't want to be messing with those cursed trees very much. Now, an advantage to the trees that you grow in fields is that they will automatically be harvested and replanted. So you don't need to send people looking for them. Like I've got a lot of people now out here chopping down trees. And look at all that, and they have to haul it. Well, now they'll grow it, chop it, and haul it automatically right here. I'm going to go ahead and build another pallet bed. Actually, let's go down to the bedroom real quick. Need 2 more pallet beds. 1, 2. All right, so we almost have the straw dummy training area built. Now, the corn seeds, do I have any corn? I don't think I had any corn. 0. So where do corn seeds come from? I don't know. I'm going to have to figure that out before the next, before we get too far. Well, we're never going to hit that side objective because we're doing pretty good with the carrot seeds. So they're doing really good here. We only have 1 more straw dummy area that we need to build. 2 more to install and in place, I mean. And the last thing I want to do before I end this episode is go ahead and put these wool bandages someplace a little bit better than out in the middle of a field. I dug a side passage over here and I built some, and I built some bins. So let's install the bins down here. There we go. And we will tell them to put, well, I guess I was thinking I could put equipment in there, but I cannot. Where do you put bandages and stuff like that? I'm not really sure, so I'll figure that out as well. I'm going to cancel this and just make a storage area for now. I'm going to say storage area. In this storage area is going to be for equipment, medical, bandages. We'll just do all medical. So they ought to store that stuff down there in the pantry. Yep, they're moving them, look. Nope, here they are. Lots of items do need hauling, that's for sure. So we got to finish the straw dummy soon, and hopefully they'll move these things over pretty soon as well. All right, so the straw dummies are done. Next. So the soldiers have arrived. Oh, I guess I didn't need to make all those soldiers because they were bringing in some new ones. It says they still need arms and armor to fight those goblins. Wooden armor should work fine against that rabble. So we're going to build a lot of wooden armor in just a few minutes. So I would say that we've gotten to a really good place in this episode. We've managed to plant some trees. We've started training our military. We have a lot of new guys showing up, it sounds like. What else did we do? We went down into the basement and did a little bit more of deeper mining. So that was cool. And in our next episode, it looks like we're going to go ahead and start working on a lot of wooden armor to get our folks ready to fight. So that's the end of this episode. I appreciate you coming by the Barrow. Drop by anytime. And I am the Barrowite, and we'll see you next time in the Barrow. Have a great one.